Welcome to Larry's Library. This week I read the wonderful Marvel art of Conan the Barbarian. Now this is a really nice oversized hardcover, of course from Marvel. This one is 224 pages, excellent build quality, which you'll see in the B-roll here. And this one is still available. I bought mine at cheapgraphicnovels.com where you can get it for $29.99. The list price is $50, but why would you pay that? Don't do that. So this one is an oversized hardcover, but it's of that extra wide flavor that some people call magazine size, because it is kind of reminiscent and close to the size of what used to be the old standard magazines. And I'll show some comparisons in the B-roll. It's actually the same size as a lot of the great DC Black Label oversized hardcovers. Like I'll show it here against Wonder Woman Historia. And you can see it's exactly the same dimensions. And I'll also show it against a regular oversized hardcover, not a standard, but a regular oversized hardcover. And you can see here it's the same exact height, which is the same height as an omnibus, by the way, but it is wider, significantly wider. So this one is written by John Rhett Thomas. No relation to Roy Thomas that I'm aware of. But it does have an intro by Roy Thomas, of course. And it has an afterword by Mike Allred, which was very unexpected for me because I would have never, thought of Mike Allred as a Conan fan or doing anything in that sort of genre. But boy, was I wrong. Wait till you read that afterword. He talks about his history with comic books, and one of the first things he fell in love with was Conan the Barbarian, the original Marvel run. So that was a pretty sweet ending to this book. Now, this is an art book, and it doesn't actually collect anything as far as full stories. What this thing is a overview, a beautiful, breathtaking overview of the entire 3 decades, 70, 80, 90, 3 decades worth of the original Marvel Conan, because that title ran from 1970 all the way to 2000 when they lost the license or let it go for the first time. Of course, they got it back a few years later, and now they've lost it again. Now they let it go again, and Titan Publishing has it now. But this is concentrating on Marvel's Conan stuff from 1970 to 2000, and especially focusing on the art. This is a beautiful art book is what this is. And I really like how they did it here. On almost every page opening, there's a full-size reproduction of a page or a cover. And on the other side, you have a smaller inset, usually of a panel, but sometimes an entire page, with some notes from the writer about who did it. Full credits to the penciler and the inker and the writer, if there's text shown. It's really nice. This is a love letter to Marvel's Conan, and I love Marvel's Conan, so I'm totally in for this. Now, when I first seen this thing solicited, and I thought it was a gallery edition. And I think that is the only thing wrong with this thing. The only way this could improve if it was gallery edition size. But you guys are probably tired of hearing me wax on about the gallery editions and how much I love those. But yeah, it could have benefited from that. But it's still a very attractive package, and it was a very, very fun read. Not a lot of text to read. It's mostly art, but there is some. The art in here, you're going to see the art from, Barry Windsor-Smith, of course, John Buscema, Big John, Ernie Chan, Gil Kane, Val Simics, and a whole lot more. I'm not going to try to list them all here. But yeah, it's great. You get to see the progression of Barry Smith when he was just known as Barry Smith before he had the Windsor, when he looked like kind of was aping Jack Kirby early on. And you see the slow transition. He just gets better and better and better. More and more detail, more of that Baroque kind of style. And you do get some items from his version of Red Nails. And that is probably, for me, the highlight of the Conan Barry Smith art is that Red Nails adaptation. And that's what's featured on the cover. That cover is from Red Nails. So this is for comic book art lovers of all kinds, Robert E. Howard lovers. Another good thing this is for is somebody who hasn't maybe dipped into the Conan omnibuses yet, and you're considering it. but maybe you're on the fence. You don't know if that's something you want to get into, or not necessarily an omnibus, but in any form. This is a great sampler for that. So for $30, you can get a sampling of all of the wonderful art that this title had in it. Yeah, and I really love it. I'm hoping you're enjoying the scans as they're rolling through here. But yeah, this is right up my alley. I mean, I have all of this material in omnibus, but it is nice seeing it reproduced this way, and the extra width does help. And it's also a great reference too. Like if you're trying to talk to somebody about Conan and the history of the comic book, you can just open this up and just go right to different things and say, yeah, take a look at this, So it is great for that. And of course, it being a relatively thin, oversized hardcover, it is certainly easier to carry around. You can take that around to show someone something a lot easier than you can a big omnibus, big heavy omnibus. But yeah, this is fantastic, and if you're a lover of Conan, you're first getting into it, it's going to be a great way to introduce you to all of it. And if you're an old fan like me, you're going to love just ripping through this thing and looking at it. It's fantastic. Like I said, the only thing I have a problem with at all about the whole package is it should have been a gallery edition. Yeah, but me, I think most things should be gallery editions. So, you can't trust me on that, obviously. But yeah, so for me, this is 10 out of 10. I hope you like taking a quick look at this. I really loved it. I don't know why I waited so long to grab it, but I'm glad I finally did. And I hope you like this. Subscribe if you haven't already. Give me a thumbs up if you like this. And come back for more. And I will see you next time.